Hey guys, welcome back to the Enlightened Logger channel. Working here at the farm today. I was able to knock out quite a bit of work this morning. Got just a little bit left to do this afternoon. I'm going to film that, but I wanted to show you what we got done. So where I'm standing used to be a pile of split wood. I loaded up about 11 face or so today for two different customers. One I'm delivering, one came and got it and wants another load tomorrow if he can. So this will be it for tomorrow. That's all of 5 or 6 face or so. So the girls are going to work on that while we're working on another job. And I've also got a bunch up moving outside of here, moving up to the other front part of the property, because as you can see here is really muddy and nasty. It's kind of a low spot, runs off this hill here coming down from the road, and then with those trees up there, the sun being low in the sky this time of year doesn't get up high enough to really dry this out. So you can see I've got a good 5-6 inches of muck or better. So I'm taking this stuff up there because I'm sick of working in this nonsense. I'm gonna walk you back over here and then I'll show you what I'm working on real quick. This morning I took as I was warming up the tractor. Okay, back with you. This morning I was waiting for the tractor to warm up while the client was on his way here. I took and was dozing into the woods here. That rock bucket works great for these small saplings. Oh, there goes Miss Chloe. Those small saplings, you can just kind of drive over them, and the tines are tight enough that it actually grabs the tree and plucks them right out. So you take them root ball and all. So you can see the remnants here of what happened. A couple there, a couple more there. So what I'm ultimately going to do is go right to the bottom of the hill and open all this up. And I think this will be probably phase 3 for planting here in the next 1.5 to 2 years. We'll plant this side hill once I get it all opened up and cleaned up. I know that the tea doesn't mind growing in the shade, so we're going to grow it in between the white oaks and some of these real nice trees that we're going to leave. But I do want to open it up because I love the look of that. A yard or a forest that has select nice trees in it, but you can actually see through it. It's not super thick. So I'm going to take you up here to our new landing that we're going to be working on here for a little bit until it starts to dry back up, or until we get the rest of the wood done, which really isn't that far away. If we keep getting orders like this, 5 and 6 at a whack, it doesn't take long to get through 100 face. So take you up here. I got the Ranger, the tractor, and the splitter up here. And from now I'm just going to be blocking, just bucking up the logs. Just put up, I don't know, 2-3 face or whatever towards tomorrow's effort, because like I said, we've got client wants to come back for tomorrow. So I'm gonna put you on the stand here and you guys can watch me work. First things first, gotta mark them up. We'll see how my chain cuts down past the guides on the chain. That's how low I take them. Try to get every penny I can out of them. Plus, you know, a lot of times they cut really well like that too. So we'll see how that goes. If I have to swap chains partway through the process, well, that's what I'll do. Mark up a couple more logs here. Let you see what I'm doing. Just a blue marking crayon, 16-inch stick, end over end. Again, just trying to be as consistent as possible. It's not always going to be perfect. You're going to have the short ends. Sometimes you leave a real long one. I used to set those off to the side. for my boiler people up north. You always got people that run boilers, they take the big stuff. So I didn't set a huge goal for today, because again, it's the end of the day. I've already got enough blocked down there, but I figured if I could get through a couple of tanks, you know, tank and a half, 2 tanks up here, that'd probably process the majority of this. It's probably 3 face or so, somewhere in there. Just gives me a start to try and stay ahead of it, because I'm pretty confident my client will take a load a day if I could get it to him. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cut up. Money is right here. Watch these upcuts. There we go. Right on top. So you can see my hand. That little tiny line right there is the guide for sharpening. As you can see, I kept my angle pretty good, but you just look at this side right here. They are below that line. And if you look carefully as I spin it, here, 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 here. A lot of broken teeth. What happened was I took my rakers down prematurely when I was blocking there a couple years ago. I was in the woods cutting a lot, and I was just swapping chains constantly, and it was fine if you're just blocking, but if you ever use it for felling or anything else, no good. So what I determined with that was I was just going to use these chains out here on the landing where it was pretty open, and even if it was, you know, kind of jumping around and acting funny, it wasn't going to bother me so much. It's when you're in tighter circumstances that you really don't want the saw jumping around. So needless to say, this chain is about had it. I'm going to go ahead and swap it out, and then we're going to put on hopefully a better one and then get back to work. But this is the gist of what we're doing here. I'm going to start cutting up here. When I'm all done, I will show you the progress, how I made out. Like I said, I'm hoping to get through this pile. I may or may not pile it, you know, real nice and neat, just because that's a little extra work on my part, and not really going to make a lot of gain. So I don't know if I'm going to go through all that today or not. But like I said, it's probably in the vicinity of 3-phase, and it's just giving us a start towards the rest of the weekend. Appreciate you guys stopping by. All right, guys, back with you to finish up the day. I'm going to spin you around here, show you what I got done. I decided to pile up some of it just to make it a little bit easier on the girls for splitting. As you can see, there's only a couple of logs left that are whole. That was just that last tank through with that 576, a good chain on there. I'll show you what I put on. It's a semi-skip from Husqvarna. You can see the spacing is bigger than a standard chain. I think it's number 47. I've had really good luck with it. I think I bought at least one reel of it, and I went through that, you know, over the last couple of years, because of course I spin my own chains. It makes it, you know, obviously a little bit cheaper. I'm probably due for another one because I think I've only got 2 or 3 semi decent chains left. Most of the rest of them are pretty well whipped. I've got a lot of 24s left because I cut those, you know, I cut those for when I was felling. That way I'd have, you know, a bigger rail on in the woods. But now that I'm just primarily blocking, I don't really have a need for the bigger rail on very often. So like I said, I'm probably going to order another reel of that, so I've got it on hand. But this is just another awesome day that we had here in upstate South Carolina. Love doing the firewood. It's nice to have the opportunity to be outside and enjoy this fresh air and this just awesome weather we have here. I appreciate you all for stopping by. Please like, share, subscribe, help me grow the channel. Have a great day, guys.